Damn, what's going on? Huh? Hey, is that... our Omni... No, that's not it. Is that our anima relics? Is it trying to detach the anima relics from our Omnigears? Deus is swallowing up our anima relics. Oh boy. That sucks. That's sucky. Is he gonna chew up our gears and spit them back out? Seems the anima relics have fallen into the hands of the enemy. This is the true meaning of the anima relics, to attain their respective animus and return to the persona. The anima relics are really one set of parts that make up Deus, the physical manifestation of God. They regain their original powers or functions by aligning themselves with their destined partner. An Omnigear that has lost its respective anima relic is but a puppet. It becomes a mere vessel or container in which there are no contents. And this girl too was destined to become one with God. You see, El-Haim is really one of the parts of God as well. What the hell are you talking about? Put simply, you serve to bring all the parts of God together here for me. You're a bunch of stupid fools. It's as if you're all clowns. You believe the legend of how our world and the universe was created, but the Ministry and I fabricated that very myth a long time ago to suit our purposes. That's a lie. How can it be true? I think you'll find that your friends' Omnigears are all dead too. I'm talking about your friends who split up and took a different path than you into this place. They were all parts of God that were disassembled in the past, but once again all gathered here. Anima relics are what Deus' left elbow is comprised of, and without his left elbow he is powerless. Yes, it is indeed the time for the resurrection of God. What was it all for? Everything that I've done up until now. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ramzus? Huh, it's just you. What are you doing here, Car? What about me? My existence, what was its purpose? There was only one purpose to your existence, to eliminate Emperor Cain. Cain's will had become too much like that of humans. He was too concerned about them. He had forgotten his mission to revive God. That is why you were created. You were only made to remove our main hindrance, Cain. But as the original living being, Cain had absolute power. To make you turn on Cain, it was necessary to focus your mind on a single point. However, being an artificial life form, you were mentally unstable. That's why we used phase existence, resentment. That is the source of your strength. And you have excelled superbly at fulfilling our expectations of you. But we no longer have any more use for you. Haven't you realized that yet? You're a piece of trash. And being the reject that you are, why don't you just leave? Haha. Creator of this game left Square after this game. More Xeno story you're gonna get is the 3 Xenosaga games. I have not heard great things out of about the Xenosaga games, but I have never played one. What was I born for? What was I living for? A pathetic excuse for a life. Why, you aren't even human. I like that they did the K there. That was nice. That helped me understand what he sounded like. Now, what to do with the lot of you? Well, I can't just kill you all, seeing as you have served me so well. So as a reward, I'll allow you to be sacrificed too, to be assimilated into Deus along with this girl. Good. Ramzus. Chop her head off, dude. Destroy her. Good. This is how I wanted it, Car. I am fated so as not to be able to kill myself. Now, all my wishes have come true, thanks to you. Miang. Aha! No, there's no way. No way. No way it's that easy. Okay, alright. Hey, sorry we're late. Our Omnigears broke down. Anyway, let's hurry up and save Ellie. Yes, I know. Let's go! Hang in there, Ellie. I'm letting you down now. I caught you right by the face. Was that a gunshot? The Xenosaga games have good reviews. Yes. Oh, Xenosaga. What are the ones that haven't gotten good reviews? Let's also watch the anime. Xeno something. Xenoblade. Xenoblade. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, the Xenoblade Chronicles or whatever. Dude, that thing is spooky creepy. I like it. I like it. No, the Xenoblade Chronicles, I think they got okay reviews, but they got bad. I've read a lot of really poor fan reviews of them. Gah! Faye, now you hang in there. She took my gun. Why did Ellie? Oh no. Oh no. Why did you do that, Ellie? Ellie, what happened to you? Your hair is totally purple now. How could you? Don't tell me she's been brainwashed. It has nothing to do with brainwashing. They have the best reviews of them all. I've only read bad ones, man. I've only read bad ones of Xenoblade stuff. The majority of my body is comprised of a nanomachine colony, not only for longevity, but also to unify with the mother. So don't be surprised, this much damage can be recovered rather quickly. Unify with the mother. That girl, El Hayim, is our mother. Yes, I am the mother of all humans. Ellie? What are you babbling on about? Snap out of it, Ellie. You're as dense as usual, but I don't blame you. So be it, I will explain to you all about it. This is Deus, the one you call God. This Deus, the one you call God, is an interplanetary invasion weapon system that was built in ancient times by humans from another planet. It was created as an automatic weapon which could act upon its own will to take control of a targeted planet. But you should have known this much from looking at the Raziel records. Anyway, during a test run, Deus became uncontrollable. It released its power and annihilated a whole planet. The creators of Deus found it immeasurably powerful to be too much of a threat, and hence forcibly shut it down. In order to analyze the cause of the problem, its core was dismantled and placed on an interplanetary emigrant passenger ship to be transported to another planet. Becoming aware of this, the disassembled Deus resisted. It tried to take over the passenger ship that was transporting it. However, as a last line of defense against the escape of Deus, its creators unexpectedly destroyed the whole ship, sending it crashing into this planet. Deus knew that it would not be able to get away from the explosion or the imminent impact, and so it detached its core from the Zohar power reactor. Zohar? Yes, Zohar. It is what drives all of the gears on this planet. It is the master generator that transmits its energy to the slave generators in our gears. It is also the source of all the ether power that inhabitants of this planet utilize. By utilizing the energy displacements caused by actualizing potential future phenomenon, this Zohar modifier has the ability to produce infinite amounts of energy. The source of all our ether power. Are you saying all our energy comes from that one power reactor or engine? Yes, but there is more. The core that was detached from Zohar, the biological computer Kadomini, Come on, crashed onto this primitive planet. It activated Persona, its life support plant that can generate organic material. Using this, it prepared for itself a genetic-based system for the day when Deus would be resurrected. Thus, the first humans were created from there, Emperor Cain and the elders of the Gazelle Ministry. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has the lowest ratings I can find, but it's still better than most games. That's not what I'm... Like, these are AAA games. The Xenoblade sagas are... I consider them AAA games, for sure. But, like, what I'm saying is I have read fans... Anytime there's a forum about Xenoblade on something that's... And I don't go to the Xeno websites if they exist. But, like, on Kotaku or... what other game things do I read? Like, when I see articles on Kotaku that talk about Xenogear, they talk about, like, how, you know, these are okay games. And then you go and you look at what other people say about them, and they are, like, garbage. They're like, these games suck. And I think it's probably because they're Xenogears purists. They want Xenogears. Which is why I haven't ever really played them, because I understand, although the Xenosaga games might be different. I know almost nothing about the Xenosaga games. I understand the Xenoblade games are kind of action games, right? And that's why people who like Xenogears complain about them. They're good games on their own, I say. Yeah? Alright. Alright. Are you saying the Emperor and the Gazelle Geezers were people born from Deus? Do you know why the Gazelle Ministry desired the anima relics in your bodies? Well, here's the reason. Before becoming human, the bodies of the Ministry were once part of the organic elements in the core circuit that made up Deus. There were two types of organic elements. The female type was called anima, while the male type was called animus. They were also created with the added ability to become mobile weapons by merging with machinery that was suited for use as terminal interface weapons for Deus. In other words, those Omnigears you were using were one form of such weapons. The Ministry, which were Animus, were to become one again with their separated anima at the time of the resurrection of God. But in a war 500 years ago, they all lost their physical bodies. It was then that they decided to extract their own genetic factor from certain individuals of their human descendants, who carried the appropriate sets of DNA. Makes sense from purists, but that's a problem with any franchise. The 5%... You're right. You're right. I'm sure it's just the loudest voices that I hear. It's probably just the loudest voices. But I have heard no loud voice whatsoever that is, like, in, like, huge support of these games, that is like, these are so good, you know? Yeah, of course there are too many people on the internet saying something is garbage. But there are also too many people on the internet saying something is the best thing ever. And I've never heard anybody say that they're the best thing ever. You know? It's only the loud negative voices. I never see loud positive voices for these games. Also, each of them could become one with their respective anima again. Descendants? Then we're all... Yes, you humans are all descendants of Cain and the Gazelle Ministry. They were born from the persona, gave birth, and propagated. They followed their inbuilt program to someday resurrect the heavily damaged Deus. All the people in the world were created solely to resurrect Deus. Yes, but it wasn't just to restore its old body. More than half of Deus is constructed of biological parts. Do you remember those mutated humans? Those are all people who were destined to become replacement parts for Deus. We humans are parts for God? See, like, this is what I hear from people about these games. Jarek, this is perfect. You are a perfect example right now. Xenogears is lower rated through critics and consumers. But, I'm telling you, man, go to a forum and say, Xenogears is the best game, convince me that I am wrong, right? Do that, and then see how many people come and say, you're right, Xenogears is the best thing that has ever been created ever. Then, go do the same on a forum and do it with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, right? Right? Do it with... Right. But what I'm saying is that it's not angry people that are coming in there, it's happy people. It's people that are saying, oh my god, finally, someone who understands how great Xenogears is, right? and then do it with Xenoblade Chronicles, and I'll bet you won't get as many people. I'll bet you won't get as many people there to say Xenoblade Chronicles is amazing and the best thing ever, right? There is more of a... Xenogears is a cult success. Rocky Horror Picture Show did not get amazing critical reviews, right? But it is a cult smash hit. There are so many movies and video games like that, and Xenogears is one of them. I think because the story is really interesting, and a story like no other game that I've played. Like that's such an important factor here. I feel like Xenoblade Chronicles, and I don't know, I've never played it, but from the very small amount that I've seen of it, I feel like I'd look at it and be like, oh, I like Monster Hunter better. You know? But Xenogears doesn't have much comparison. And again, like Jarek RPG, I was just saying you're a perfect example, because if I bring up Xenogears, like Jarek yourself came in here and been like, I have to come and watch my favorite game being played, right? And then when we say Xenoblade, you say, I find Xenoblade games to be fairly enjoyable, but I prefer the combat in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but it takes you forever to figure things out. But once you do, right? That's a good review, right? That's a good review of the game. But it's not a review that says, you have to play this game. You've got to play it. It's so freaking good. That's not what you're saying about it. I had that, like, I have reviews with that, like, Assassin's Creed 2. I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a little easy, perhaps. There was a lot of sameness stuff in it. There's so many games that are like that. Xenogears is not talked about in that way. Xenogears is never talked about in that way. Xenogears is always talked about in a way that's, like, crazy. It's so good. It's so amazing. It's one of the perfect 90s JRPGs. And it is. I think it is. Well, I'm glad that you're here, Jarek. That makes me super happy that you're here. And Kali, too. Yeah. I'm just saying that, for me, nobody has ever said to me, Xenoblade Chronicles, you gotta try it. But many people have said to me, Xenoblade Chronicles, that's trash. You know? Alright. Yes, almost all the people are destined to become parts for Deus, but you people gathered here are all different. You could say you escaped that destiny by existing through multiple generations. In actuality, there wasn't enough parts for Deus, but Krelian compensated for what was lacking. The reduction in the number of parts was due to humans living through multiple generations. But that deficiency in the human factor was made up for by the nanomachines created by Krelian. Maybe it's just my forum crowd. I don't think it is, man. I think it's every forum crowd. You should try it, but it won't hurt my feelings if you don't like it, if you have good excuses. Yeah, I've never played one. And I'm sure it will take me a real long time to get around to it. A real long time. Not only that, but his nanomachines added additional functions. I'm sorry. Kali. I gotta respond to that. Maybe it's just your forum crowd. I don't think that that's the case. Because, first of all, it's a massive... It's Kotaku, right? It's Kotaku, it's the, talk amongst yourselves sections and so forth. Excuses that are better than ugh. I don't think those exist for me, Kali. I don't think those exist. But you go to these, right? And, dude, like, you look at Undertale, and you see that it's so many people that are like, this game is the best thing ever made, and so many people that say this is trash, right? You go to Gears of War, so many people saying this is one of the best shooters ever created, other people saying this series kind of sucks. You see it with almost everything. You see it with Mario, that's 90% that a game's reviews are like, Mario Odyssey is spectacular, it's a great game, it's a revelation in Mario. And 10% of people who are just straight up haters. And that's acceptable. I think that on online forums, there's probably 30% of people that are going to be just straight up haters all the time. 30% of people that are going to defend every game always, like, you know, you don't understand the systems, why don't you get better at it, etc. But there's always a middle ground, especially in large corporate forums like Kotaku and Talk Amongst Yourselves, I think. So when something is overwhelmingly positive and 10% negative, you can assume it's probably a really good game. Mario Odyssey, right? Get good. Exactly. But then I look at Xenogears, not Xenogears. Well, no, you look at Xenogears, and again, it's probably not as overwhelmingly as a Mario Odyssey, but it's still overwhelmingly positive. Xenoblade and Saga aren't direct in-universe games. That's probably it. But at the same time, it's hard to get your Xenogears fixed when it's not the same universe, you know? I understand that they would be upset with them to be called Xeno something and not be in the universe that they love so much. I get it. Like, I totally get it. When I first heard that Final Fantasy X-2 was coming out, I was upset, man. I was upset because I was like, a direct sequel to a Final Fantasy game? This is bullshit. And I was like, you know, I wanted to kick shit over and stuff. And I honestly, I won't lie, I've still never played it. But at the same time, I don't go to forums and be like, Final Fantasy X-2 is bullshit because blah, 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 blah. You know, I don't do that. And I understand that people do. I understand that there are people that do that. But, you know, I just look at these games. Nobody has said this game is amazingly awesome and everybody should play it. I've seen a few people say that, but never as many people as say that this is either a mediocre game or a bad game. You know? And I have a hard time trusting reviews. I honestly think that forum comments are a better way of judging how good a game is. In many ways than reviews are. I think. Not only that, but his nanomachines added additional functions. Deus has thus evolved into the perfect weapon. Ellie, what has happened? Why? Do you know all that? Why do you know all that? Why do you... He went William Shatner there. Why do you know all that? I am Miang, the keeper of time, the representative of our god Deus. I'm still angry that Kefka isn't in Final Fantasy VII. Why can't they be in the same universe? Who knows? I mean, maybe they are in the same universe. You know? Maybe they're just different planets. They have space travel, after all. Maybe all these took place at different places and different times. I love Kefka. I think Kefka might be a better villain than Sephiroth. But I do think Sephiroth would straight up murder Kefka. He'd just kill him. She's Miang? What the hell is going on here? I was born to guide the people toward the path of the resurrection of Deus. That's ridiculous. Miang was just... You're limited in your ability to understand. Yeah, Kefka's such an awesome villain. He's so cool. Miang's factor exists within all women. Oh my god, are you serious? Is this why people love this game so much? Is this game a tool of the alt-right? All women are like this. The one who transcends the generations, the caretaker of humans. When the previous one dies somewhere, another Miang is awakened. Kefka is your favorite villain. Yeah, he's so good. I love the original drawings of Kefka. I can't remember the artist's name, but he did the artwork for the strategy guide. It is programmed into all women's DNA to be that way. Who inherits the duty is just a matter of probability, Faye. That Miang over there and I are the same existence. We are all parts of Deus, all caretakers of humans. Let us end this discussion now. Deus has awakened. I am one of the parts that composes Deus, hence I must become one with it. Ellie, why did it have to be you? If Miang is a part of Deus, why did it not happen earlier? It's still not enough for her to just have awakened. Although she may be Miang, she still isn't the true Miang. No true Scotsman fallacy, Krellian. I don't believe it. The true Miang? Let's go, Krellian. All that is left to do is to vanquish this planet's civilization and return it to how it was. Then I can complete my unification with the final fragment of Deus, the Zohar modifier, the power reactor that fell upon this planet and became our genesis, and now our apocalypse. The eradication of civilization? What is the purpose of doing that? Who knows? The creations of God will someday be a hindrance. This is why they must be eliminated. I'm just programmed to act in this way. True love will conquer all. I can feel it. I can feel it happening. Faye's true love is gonna win in the end. Come. It is time for the awakening of the true mother. Please, wait. Ellie! Farewell, Faye. May you have a peaceful awakening. Wow. If it's the artwork that I think you were talking about, then yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's like kind of watercolory, thin lines. Locke has like the sweet bandana in it. That art is so good, and the image of Kefka is amazing. It's amazing. I love the image of Setzer too. The face with the long black streak over his eye. So cool. I have that strategy guide somewhere. I'm pretty sure I kept it at least. Okay, Deus, looking good, man. Looking good. You don't look at all like you've slept for 10,000 years. You're looking fresh as the day you were sitting here on an awesome spaceship. Ellie! Yes, get in there, Faye. Wait, Faye! Do not release the system. Citan, wait. We are only endangering ourselves. Let's get out of here for now. Oh my god. We've come so far. More cinemas. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. That was a short one. All right. Next two boss fights should be easy. I sure fucking hope so. Yes! Save the game. We're Citan only, huh? Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Yes. Ugh. All right. Let's roll. Let's take our 159,000 G. Yes, continue the game. Begin. Dude, if Citan is the only one in these boss fights, and it's not a gear battle, then I think we got a good chance. God, the interplanetary invasion weapon Deus had awakened, and its arc, Merkava, was activated. Deus began to absorb, one after the other, the mutated people, destined to be its parts, while the non-mutated would eventually only become a threat to it. To exterminate us and our civilization, it set into action. The planet's surface was devastated by Merkava and the weapons born from out of it called the Seraph Angels. Whoa, cool. That's cool stuff. Cool and epic. While pursuing the newly awakened Deus, we chanced upon Faye, whose whereabouts had hitherto been lost, along with his gear, Xenogears, discovered together at the place where Merkava was originally located. We were overjoyed by Faye's return, but it was short-lived. For some unknown reason, Faye was found in a state of suspended animation. He did not regain consciousness. He was carbon frozen, just like they said. He's been Han Solo'd. Just found out that God Kefka is in Final Fantasy XIV. Really? Really? The people of Shevat and we ourselves feared a relapse of Id's power, and had no choice but to put Faye into Carbonite Freeze! They Han Solo'd him! Amazing! Dude, my predictions are all coming true. And Ellie was totally Faye's mom, who was also Danielle, or whatever her name was. Susan. I don't think either of those are right. Who was also Ellie. Spiritually, alien spiritually at least. Your Majesty, why do the people of Shevat fear Faye so much, even if Graf and Id's power are comparable?
It is not that we fear him. We fear the error we ourselves committed, and now we are simply trying to put a lid on it.
The error that you yourselves committed?
Shevat instigated a battle 500 years ago to gain our independence from Solaris. However, we became overcome with the lust for power. Fearing the war-torn people's will would no longer be with Shevat, but with the Nisan Mother, and that the people would assemble under Sophia, the Council of Elders of Shevat back then made a deal with Solaris.
Oh no! A deal?
Yes. At the time, Solaris, or the Gazelle Ministry to be exact, were at odds with the woman who held the real power behind the scenes.
Would that happen to have been Miang?
Most probably it was.
Wow. Fearing the increasing power of the masses assembling in Nisan, the Gazelle Ministry schemed to hand over to us their antagonist, Miang, and promised a division of the rulership over the Earth's surface. But in exchange, we had to give them the rebel army that had assembled in Nisan, and also their patron, Sophia.
The leaders of Shevat accepted, and it was decided that Nisan would be the location of the final decisive battle with Solaris. Shevat did not participate in that battle. Thwarted by the awesome numbers of the Solarian army, and with their path of retreat cut off, the Nisan rebel army ran out of options and was destroyed. Caught up in the middle of all of this was Lacan, Bart's ancestor Ronnie, myself, and Krelian.
You were also there?
Yes. Surrounded on all sides, we were prepared to die. And then, the rebel force's flagship appeared with Sophia on board. She sacrificed herself so as to create a path for our retreat. Sophia's ship headed straight for the enemy's main ship on a suicide attack.
That's exactly what Ellie did for us. It's exactly what Ellie did for us. It makes so much sense, dude. This is great. I love this. This cinema is awesome.
Yes, I was there. I'm old as dirt. I'm so old. I'm so old that...
I don't know. Give me a good old person metaphor. I just don't know.
My dandruff is actually sand.
There we go. That's alright. That's like not the lowest quality it could be.
Thanks to Sophia's sacrifice, we were able to survive. However, her death forever changed the fate of two men. Krelian, who followed closely under her as the leader of the Nisan Sex militia, completely lost faith after calling out to a god that would not respond. I will create God with my own hands, were the last words he uttered before he disappeared.
Wow, that's intense.
And Lacan, he resented himself for not having the power to do anything while she died in front of him. So he began to search for the legendary power.
Legendary power?
God's resting place, Mahanan, the source of divine wisdom, Raziel, and the anima relics which were created by that very wisdom. Besides these, there is one more legend.
And that is?
Zohar.
Zohar? That is the same name as the Zohar modifier. Good job, Satan, yes! They are the same words. The power reactor that Miang spoke of, saying it was the infinite energy source of God Deus. What she claimed is also the source of our ether powers, and the driving force of all our gears.
It would have to be one and the same thing. It is the place that contains the ultimate source of this world's power. It is said that only he who has the correct destiny would be able to discover its location. Losing all faith in humanity, Lacan sought after its power. Lacan became Graf, and the world collapsed. This tragedy happened because of the people's lust for power. I must take part of the responsibility for not having been able to stop it. And now, Faye, the one who has the same power as Graf. We just wanted to seal up that dreadful power that arose from our own sinful deeds.
The driving force of the gear is fuel, silly goose. Yeah. Zohar fuel. Of course. Of course.
Graf, the man once known as Lacan, sought after the power of Zohar, the one who has the same power as Graf, Faye. I had this premonition that Faye too would awaken and seek out that power, and that presentiment became reality. Presentiment. Vocabulary explosion. The fuel is probably made of ether. Yeah. Zohar ether. What if we put petrol in Veltal? It would just, like, putter along, be super slow, and, like, then fall down and, like, burst into flames like so much Homer's Cheerios. Cornflakes? So much Homer's cornflakes. Yeah, cornflakes. Alright, it's awfully purple in here. Oh, this is Faye's carbonite storage? Yeah, nice. Alright, Faye. Get it together, man. Become id and escape. Whom. You're looking flush there, Faye. Where am I? Who am I? This is my memory? Doc. Bart. Rico. He really kicked the crap out of me. I remember that. Billy. He's a dumb hayseed. Wiseman. I don't know who he is. Graf. He's a big-time jerk. Everyone. My memories. Also me. 6 me's. Ellie? Whoa. Mother? Whoa. So Freud. Much Freud. That has to be in the Doge review of this. Such story, much Freud. Mini randos. Who are you? I'm surprised. That's pretty clever. You are id? I misjudged you. I didn't expect you. The fake personality would create a 4th persona. 4th persona? You can't feel anything. You shut up inside your ego. That pressing facts and truths you won't face. You're afraid of them, so you desire to completely shut yourself off from the outside world. And so you formed a 4th persona, a 4th Fae. The name doesn't matter. He's the one on the stage. He's the one who's in control of your body. But it's a useless form of resistance. Yeah, lots of Freud, indeed. Come with me. Wait, what are you doing? He has the key. I merely want to borrow it. I've got to go somewhere. Nice. The 4th is the gatekeeper, and the 5th is Zool. Are you coming too? Awesome. So Freud, dude. So Freud. Much Freud. Okay. Ronnie. Come on, guys, eat up. You haven't been able to get this kind of food around here lately, have you? Well, this is also due to my business savvy. Renee. What's wrong, Lacan? You look kind of down. He should be French if his name is Renee. What's wrong, Lacan? You look kind of down. What's bothering you? Are you worried about something? It's nothing. Just thinking about painting Sophia. I don't know why I agreed to do her portrait. Sophia? You mean your childhood friend who is now the Holy Mother of Nisan? She's not really a childhood friend. I just made her acquaintance at the monastery near my home when I was a child. She went to the clinic there for convalescence. She was frail. So, what are you worried about painting her for? She doesn't wish herself to become a symbol of her sect. Actually, it seems she wasn't interested in having her portrait painted at first. But when she heard I'd be the painter, she turned around and agreed. That's what I don't understand. I see. Then she must like you. Oh, what are you talking about? That's how women are, right, Krellian? Hey, Krell. Huh? What's up? You're not having any? It's ready to eat. Yeah. The Holy Mother of Nisan, huh? What are you out to offend, Divine Providence or something, Lacan?
Nice.
Cut it out, it's not like that. What?
He likes her. You gotta lighten up a little. Yeah, Lacan, lighten up, man. Stop searching for ultimate power and lighten up, dude. Okay.
Sophia first showed me that books are the best way to calm the heart, and now I'm hooked on reading. I'm not trying to brag, but I've learned a lot of things I never knew before. Lately I've been reading this.
What is it?
Something I borrowed from Melchior. It's about a form of molecular engineering, nanotechnology. I believe it's a book found in the ancient ruins of Zeboim civilization. It's a copy of someone's research report, but it's incomplete. I think there were even more wonderful things written in it, but we'll never know now.
That was before he was searching for power. He still needs to lighten up. That's all I'm saying. He never learned. He never learned.
What's wrong? You don't look so good. Lately, you've seemed melancholy almost every day. Has something happened?
I don't know. I just can't paint right now. Sorry, but do you mind if we stop here for today?
I see. It's not good to push yourself too hard. Why don't you rest up for a little while? I'll have Krellian take you.
They were all super friends.
Lately, I've been reading this book, Clifford the Big Red Dog. It's only a report. I think there used to be even more wonderful things in it. Even so, there was a time when I did some pretty vicious things. I lashed out at random. Everyone around me feared me, even my friends. I lived a life surrounded by people who looked at me with fear in their eyes. But she was the only one who wasn't afraid of me. She would just smile. Peace of mind. She was the one who taught me what that was, and how I could receive it. She taught me how to live as a human. She gave me this book, The Secret.
Bum, 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 bum.
What are you doing, Lacan?
Oh, it's you, Krellian. I was thinking I'd stop painting the portrait.
Why stop now?
It's the circumstances. I shouldn't be painting her at a time like this. Eventually, she too must stand at the front lines, so...
Is that really the problem?
Lacan. Her smile is killing me. The more she smiles at me, the more I feel my very being become insignificant. Inside my heart, there's this empty existence. Other than painting, I have no worth. Yet she continues to accept my presence. I feel like I'm getting smaller and smaller. I didn't have this feeling in the beginning. I just wanted to paint her one more minute, one more second longer. I wanted to keep on painting forever, but suddenly I couldn't. As the picture neared completion, the empty part of me started to manifest itself in my brushstrokes. I was meant to be painting her as she really is, but this picture is my own self. My empty self has begun to appear within there. That's why I've got to stop now.
Your own self? You're just running away. You can't bear it when she smiles at you. By painting her portrait, she noticed the gap between your own inner emptiness and her inner abundance. And you could not fill that gap. That's why you're quitting your painting. You're refusing her. Even so, you still can't bring yourself to leave her, can you? In spite of that, why is it that she continues to smile at you? You who can't accept her feelings. You who won't accept her feelings. Tell me why. If it was me who was receiving such feelings...
Oh, he's jealous. Krellian's jealous of Lacan. What a jerk. What a jerk.
You're neglecting yourself too much.
In the bottom left corner of the canvas, there's a painting of id.
Why aren't you kinder to yourself, mistress?
That would be awesome. Little id Easter egg just tucked in there. Just a few pixels wide, you know. It's like a little red man down there. Is this really her true expression? Yeah. To people who don't know her that well, I guess. Her smile? I don't know. Smile in this picture is somehow different from the one she usually shows us. I realize Lacan's feelings are in there, but I don't think she's ever opened herself up and shown her inner self to others like this before. You've been painting such a beautiful expression of Sophia. I just can't see the reason why you'd want to stop. Beautiful? Forget it. This picture, it's anything but beautiful. Lacan, you say you're empty. Then why don't you come along with us? What we've been doing up till now are not just acts of mercy. It's a fight for freedom. Time and time again, you've been through life-threatening situations with us. A man who has nothing in his heart couldn't do that kind of thing. Roni, you're giving me too much credit. As long as you do something to keep yourself occupied, you can ignore the hollowness inside. From the beginning, my very existence itself was an emptiness. It wouldn't matter if I were to die right now. You live, you die, that's all. Pessimistic as usual, Lacan, and now you're lying. It's just that you're not good at expressing your own feelings. You're not empty, she knows that. That's why she shows only you her true smile. I don't deserve to see her true smile. She's the hope of the people, their support. There's so much more for her to do. Why would she open her heart to a mere artist like me? Bro! Dude, he kind of looks French, too. Hey, bro, what are you doing here? Not even close. What's up?
The Council of Elders of Shavad issued a decision. Tomorrow we will leave for Soylent.
Soylent? That's in Solaris. Yes, and Sophia will be coming with us.
That's ridiculous. The refugees are still increasing. We can't afford to have Sophia leave Nisan. And going to Soylent, that's plain foolish. It's too dangerous. What are the elders thinking? No, it wasn't the council's wish. It was Sophia's will. It appears that she expressed this desire herself. It can't be. What is she thinking?
Originally, we talked about it being just us.
Just us?
Oh, man. He was enacting his own life on the canvas. Corellian needs to lay off the hair dye. I don't know, I think he looks good. I think the dark blue is a nice look. It's a nice look.
Sophia! Lacan, what are you doing? You keep back. I knew we couldn't leave Sophia in your care. I'll protect her even if it costs me my life.
Oh, man. The intrigue. The cast of characters. God, the cast of characters in this game is enormous. It is enormous, dude. Why don't you go get some rest, Krell? You haven't slept since the day before yesterday, have you? You shouldn't do that to yourself.
I'm fine. It's not a problem.
Look, I'll watch over. You go to sleep. What will we do if you also fall ill? Don't forget you're the head of the sex military forces. The sex military forces.
Okay, I suppose you're right.
Was he just like staring at Lacan as he was leaving there?
I suppose you're right.
Asshole. Alright, hey Schmer, I have a Slay the Spire idea. I'd like an opinion on a boss relic. Corrupted Crest. 1 energy. Gives you 1 extra energy. Oh, minus 1 energy. But all cards that cost more than 1 cost 1 less. That sounds pretty good to me. What would make it great? It would make Streamline really great. Is it actually good, though? Because the thing is like... Well, okay, yes. Yes, it is good. Because with 4 energy, you could use 2 2-cost cards. And with 3 energy, you could use 3 2-cost cards. Yeah, that's really powerful. But, I mean, there's a lot of really powerful shit in Slay the Spire, dude. A lot of really powerful shit. And it would only affect cards that cost more than 1. I don't know, you could get somebody to mod it in for you and see how powerful it is, man. Without an energy relic, you're put to 2 energy. That's true. That's true, you'd have to have another energy relic. Or, with the defect, you could use, you know, turbos, plasma, etc. It would be really OP as the defect. I think it would be very good as the ironclad and the silent as well. But it would be OP as the defect.
Ellie, I'm so sorry. It was my misjudgment that did this to you.
How are you, Endergrim?
I was terrified. It was like you could see right through me. Your eyes, that look. That was me that being reflected back in your eyes. I was looking at myself, and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, it also would make... It would also make offering seeing red a whole lot more powerful. The defect just has so much energy gain, you know?
I was looking at myself, and thus painting myself. I couldn't stand it, so that's why... Oh, Ellie, what in the heavens did you find inside of me? When you wake up, I think I will ask you that. On second thought, no. No, I don't want to burden you with my concerns. Besides, I wouldn't be able to ask you. One look into your eyes and I can't say a thing. I wouldn't even be able to tell you how I feel. You are the sweetest person. Ellie! You are someone who cannot bear to see others hurt by your own actions. So you hold everything in and bear all the burden. If you get hurt in the end, you think that is fine. That's what I like about you. Stop, don't say that. If you become just another human, everyone will... Humans aren't all that frail, you know. They don't need a symbol who is just appearance only. I believe that if you have light in your heart, you can overcome any hardship. What I have been doing is simply showing people that such light exists in the hearts of everyone. I'm just a woman, and to fulfill my womanhood, I am prepared to throw away anything, even disposition. I'm just playing the role of Sophia, but I'm still me. I haven't changed. A cowardly, selfish crybaby, I'm still the same. Could you live a lie like that and still be happy? I don't want to do that. Oh, Lacan, I only want to live more honestly with myself. To be able to tell the man that I love that I do love him. And I don't care if I get hurt or rejected. You only have one life. I don't want to turn around later and regret not having done such things.
I'll kill you, you son of a bitch! Oh, Krellian. No wonder Krellian's so fucked up, dude. He got rejected. He got his heart broken, man.
Do you think I'll let it into here? We are not their possessions.
What are you doing, Krell? What's going on, man? That and 7 other relic ideas I have, which are based around an event that offers you 3 of the 7. Okay. Yeah, dude. Put them in the Discord. I'd like to have a look at them. That sounds cool, man. I'm happy to give my opinion.
Sophia, what are you doing?
She's kersploding herself.
I am ending this. You won't need to fight anymore. So, Krellian, please open your fist, and with your open hand, gently hold the people who will continue to live.
Maw. Maw. I love this. I love that imagery with the color. It's so cool. That's so well done.
Don't be foolish. We'll help you escape, so please stop. Thank you, Lacan. But, sorry. There's no other way. Ellie!
No! Kersplosions. Kerblows. Crashes. Yeah, it's like this grainy old camera footage. That's such a neat filter for this film. That's so cool.
People support each other to live. It's what brings us happiness. So share that happiness. And please, Lacan, live!
Groff isn't doing a great job of sharing the happiness. Is he really, Lacan? Groff is not spreading happiness very well at all. He's just giving everybody power, except for me. Giving everybody power. Ellie... How long ago in the past was this supposed to be? 500 years. 500 years. Because it was during that war. During the last big war. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Dude, this might be the longest cutscene I've ever watched. I think it is. You know who Groff is? They said it was Lacan. Obviously, Faye is Lacan, though, because they look exactly alike. But Groff could be another one of Faye's personalities.
We were sacrificed as pawns. In order to protect their own authority, Sophia was... Is this the ideal world we've been searching for? What have we been doing? Heading towards Sophia's ideals? Is this our salvation? This isn't fair. Sophia was sacrificed for those bastards. Sophia said if you just have faith, the path to what you hope for will open. But look at reality. God didn't answer our prayers. Is that because we didn't have faith? Even if we didn't have faith, Sophia did. Why did she have to be sacrificed? Is God dead? Is he just not there? Maybe God never even existed to begin with.
That's like a totally proper response. Don't you think? Wouldn't you think?
Faith in God. Do not look for it on the outside, for it is something one must build from within oneself.
Do, 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 do. That's why this game is so good. The cutscenes?
I see. That's it. If God doesn't exist in our world, then I will create God with my own hands. Krelian. Sophia, please guide me. I will destroy all such false pretenses of love for you.
See, that's the wrong choice. That's the wrong choice, though. What they say isn't, like, way out there. It's something that regular people would actually say. Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's well written. We need to gather all our surviving comrades. We'll never beat them if we fight them individually. So let us create a country that can someday stand up against them. Okay, that's not what a person would say, though. What are you going to do, Lacan? I'm gonna split my personalities into at least 4 parts. And then we'll see what happens. Good move, Lacan. Good move. He just disappeared. This is really nice. It really does look like a painting. It's Schmer Discord plus 3 others I forgot I noted down. Awesome. Cool, thank you. Thank you, I'll check them out. I'll check them out. Wow. Ooh, look at all these. This is awesome. Gain 1 thievery. Does that get you money when you hurt people? When debugged, you... Okay. Crown of Lust.
Ellie?
Dude, Statue of Pride is OP. At the start of combat, gain 1 random buff for each unique relic. That is really OP. Lose 30% of max AP. When a non-minion enemy dies, gain 2 max, plus 5 for elites, plus 10 for bosses. I would just leave it at 2 max. For elites and bosses, too.
If you only had power, you could have saved her.
Whenever you end your turn without playing a card, gain intangible and 3 energy next turn. Also, way OP. Way OP. Shield of Envy. Whenever an enemy gains a buff, gain it as well. That's pretty cool. Shield of Envy is cool. Yeah, Amulet of Sloth means you never have to take more than 15 damage against the birds if you play nothing. Which is what you would take anyway if you didn't have it, but... Blade of Wrath. At the start of combat, all enemies gain -2 strength and dex. Something that makes enemies lose a point of strength or dex. Yeah, dex is almost never useful, but something that makes enemies lose strength at the beginning of combat. Like you get a piercing wail on turn 1 would be pretty cool. But yeah. Neat. Those are neat. Shield of Envy is awesome. That sounds really cool. Yeah. You want it, don't you? Unrivaled power? Was Miang the sacrifice before Ellie, and that's why both have purple hair? Don't you want to become the absolute being? That sounds like Groff. Miang sounds like Groff. There. That's what I've sought after. Gasp! Oh, I love it. But wait. That's not what I wanted. No, this is my very desire. Wait, what? Is he arguing with himself? That's not what I want. No, it is my greatest desire. Live! He resurrected Ellie. He brought Ellie back to life. So this is where Faye's being held. He deserves it. It's Dan! Oh, I've missed you, Dan! Miang is a factor in all females. When one dies, her spirit transfers into another random. Right. Let me prey on his weeping face as if it were an idol. As if I would. Yeah. Well, what is this? Oh, Dan's hatred for Faye is gonna set him free. It's gonna feed his id. This is terrible. No matter what, this is going way too far. He's still alive? How could you possibly be? You're human too, aren't you? Darn. Faye. Oh, Faye. Crying? Huh? Midori, it's you. Phew, don't scare me like that. Crying? Who's crying? You mean our friend Faye is crying? Our friend Faye? Dan the Gremlin King. Ellie was nearby when Ramses killed her, so she could transfer to Ellie and basically become whole again. Yeah, I figured that that's what it was. But, like, Miang was saying something that sounded very Groffy. I guess we'll find out why Lacan became Groff. Let's find out. Angry, hurt. He'll wake up soon. It's calling him. How has Dan survived all this? What do you mean? How has he lived from the beginning of this game to the end of this game? I don't get it. Whoa, what the? Stop it. What? Faye? Dan. Midori. Oh, it's Id. Id is happening. Run, hurry. Run away. Yikes. Yeah, Id is totally gonna murder these children. If they don't get out of here quick. He'll just crush their skulls like so much fallen snow. He broke through his carbonite encasing. Id. Faye took his Xenogears and went in search of Zohar. We followed Faye's trail. Eventually, we arrived at the location where Zohar had fallen to Earth so very long ago. Nothing could have prepared us for what we were about to see there. More cutscenes is what you saw there, I'll bet, Citan. I'll bet. Hey! Alright, this is perfect. I gotta save it. I can't. We gotta stop for now. It is after 4 o'clock. It's the 4th of July, and the lady friend wants to go see fireworks. So yeah. We're gonna save it, and I'll come back to more Xenogears tomorrow. I'm gonna play it more tomorrow. The stream might start a little bit late tomorrow. I do have to meet with somebody regarding a play that I'm directing. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. But we will play more Xenogears tomorrow. It just might start a little late. And, of course, we'll do the Slay the Spire daily as well. So we have saved it. Thank God. Thank God. 8 more bosses left. We might finish it tomorrow, then. No, we won't finish it tomorrow. We might finish it tomorrow. I don't know how long the cutscenes are. But either way, we're going to play more tomorrow. If it's not done tomorrow, we'll play more on Friday. Because I'm ready to finish this game. I'm ready to finish it. I got other stuff I want to play. I want to finish Golf Story, too. So awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, I appreciate it. If you're enjoying this series, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later. I'll see you around. I'll see you next time. Twitch folks, thank you so much for hanging out. Kali, it's been a pleasure. Jarek RPG, it's been a pleasure. Indra Grimm, good to see you. Cool stuff with the Slay the Spire. Oh, I drooled a little bit. We had lots of people that I hadn't seen before in chat, and that made me really happy. But I think I may have lost them. I may have lost them in the chat list. Also, screw you, Billy. Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Have a good one. I can't wait to play more Xenogears, and I can't wait to do it with you. Have a great day. Bye.